So I'm just going to go ahead and proclaim myself the world's foremost authority on driving classic cars. Pretty impressive, right? Well, I mean, there may be others, but nobody's staked claim to that yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and call it myself and let them challenge me. So what are my credentials? How do you make a claim like that? Well, back in the 70s and the 80s, when these cars were in regular service, I was a mechanic, I was a shop owner, I worked on everything under the sun. It was my job. 7 days a week I worked on cars from the 1960s, 1970s. And they weren't special then, they were just regular cars. And then I took sidetracks through all different things. But then about 15 years ago, I started driving nothing but vintage cars. Classic era Chrysler products. 1960 to 1980. And in fact, my fleet consists of 13 cars and trucks. The average age is way over 50 years old, and the newest thing I own is 42 years old. And we drive these things every single day. These aren't our Sunday afternoon cars or special occasion cars or show cars. These are just regular cars. 15 years of doing that in the modern era, and you start to learn all the little tricks, all the little tips, all the things you need to know to keep them surviving, keep them going, use them, and enjoy them, affordably. Affordably is really important. So this Swinger, we covered this in the channel. This is Project Daily Driver. And over the course of a dozen or so installments, we did the motor pretty much from scratch. It's a 360. We went through the whole motor, stuck it in the car, did the body work on it, and painted it. And our entire investment in this entire project is under $1,000 bucks. I know, it sounds crazy. How do you possibly do that? Engine, body, and paint for under $1,000. Well, we documented every step of it. It's there. If you want to take the time and go through the playlists, you'll see everything that we did. And the car runs great. So now that the body work and the paint is done, we're going to start on the performance aspects of the car. Our goal with this is to average over 20 miles in a gallon. And I tell you the truth, with the amount of running around we've done with the car, I think we're already there. But I haven't really documented it, and I haven't tweaked it at all, so it is what it is. But we're going to milk this thing for as much as we can. And then once we get the gas mileage thing squared away, we're going to work on the performance aspects of it. And the goal here is to see like a 14-second quarter mile, just something that's representative of a muscle car. And again, we haven't messed with it at all. The seat of the pants, you hit this thing, it spins the tires, it goes. It's fun, it's peppy. I'm sure it'll run someplace in the 14s. Good solid car. So why are we doing this video? When we do our Sunday Night Lives, every Sunday night, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, we get a lot of questions. A lot of guys ask questions about buying their first classic car, what kind of car to get, what to look for, how to check things out. Do you need special gas? Do you need special oil? What kind of special treatments? Or what do you need to, what does it take? It's hard for me to come up with the topics because this is my life. This isn't something that I do as an outsider. I'm going to go drive a classic car today. No, every morning that I wake up, I turn in the key in a classic car. So it's hard for me to come up with topics that people can relate to. And that's where you guys come in. What I want to do with this series, we're going to call it Driving Classic Cars. And what I want to do with this series is, in the comments of each of these videos, I want to find the comment that has the most likes, the #1 comment from each video. And I want to do an installment based on that. So, what is it that you guys want to know? What kind of oils to use, what kind of car to buy, what's a good daily driver, what's a bad daily driver, what can you expect, what special tools. Knowledge. See, this thing don't look bad. Here, come here. Don't look at it too close. It still needs to be block sanded. But it ain't so bad. $1,000. We're into this project for $1,000. And this is how we use it. It's a daily driver. We're gonna go grocery shopping now. No, I'm not gonna wear a mask. So that's it. In the comments, right? Put in what you want to see. What kind of stories you want to see. What kind of information you want. And next week we'll do another installment of this. Figure Monday or Tuesday, based on that question. And I want to make this a regular thing. Like once a week we'll do an installment of driving classic cars. So that's it. I gotta go get lunch. See you tomorrow.